What's up guys, GamesterDad here, thanks for dropping by the channel. Today we've got something special because we're revisiting one of my favourite retro stores. So you may remember last April I did a video tour of a retro store in the market town of Coningsborough just outside of Doncaster called Doorway to Dorkness. Now when I went down there I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was an Aladdin's cave of retro goodness. The nostalgia was everywhere. It was bursting at the seams with stock. It was literally insane, the amount of stuff which James, the owner, had managed to fit in this store. And he was telling me at the time that basically he was a little bit overwhelmed because he couldn't stop buying up stock, and really he needed a new premises. He needed a bigger place to put all of this stuff out. And I know that he was actively looking for a premises. And if we fast forward to now, Doorway to Dorkness has a new location. It is in Doncaster and it is bigger and better than ever. So I'm going to take you through what that store looks like at the moment, and then I'm going to come back here into the games room and I'm going to show you what I picked up on my visit. Let's roll. So as you saw guys, there was a fantastic selection of box SNES games. There's loose SNES games there as well. There's some NES carts, both boxed and loose. Really good condition, very well organised, stacked very cleanly, very easy to read and find what you're looking for. Good old Darth Vader's there as well. But yeah, absolutely awesome stuff. So if you're after a bargain as well, they've even got some bargain bins, £1, £2, and look at these consoles. They are abundant all the way around the top of the shelves of the store. The box consoles look absolutely fantastic. Not only is it the games, but it's the collector's edition statues and figurines which they have in the store. There's a mass of them all over the place, littered around, and they're absolutely fantastic. They also have a great selection of Dreamcast games, which is really refreshing to see because it's not often I see this many in one location. There's also a great collection of GameCube games, probably the most I've seen for some time in one store. console which I hold very dear to my heart, the mighty Sega Master System, the first console I owned. An absolute great selection of games here. Micro Machines, Renegade, R-Type, my favourite shoot 'em up of all time, Spider-Man, there was Psycho Fox, Rainbow Islands. The selection was awesome. So I think we all understand how difficult it is to find good condition Nintendo games, especially the SNES, the N64, the Game Boy, etc. But at Doorway to Dorkness, they have a fantastic selection of boxed cartridges across all of those systems, as displayed here in these cabinets. And it's just a joy to browse through these actually and see what they have. It's refreshing, to say the least. And some Sega Game Gear games. There's some boxed ones here, some loose carts. There's also some high-end PS3 games there, Folklore in view, along with some 32X games, the Sega 32X system. Wow, how expensive is that these days, guys? If you haven't got one of those, good luck to you. But yeah, I mean, absolutely fantastic to see those in these cabinets. So if you're into your handheld systems, there's a great selection at the main counter. There's some boxed Sony PlayStation Vitas, there's a nice colour Game Boy along with other Game Boy systems, a Sega Game Gear, Atari Lynxes and some Nintendo Game & Watch. They also have a nice selection of Funko Pop figures scattered around the store. A really good little selection. If you're into your Funko Pops, then Doorway to Dorkness again accommodates for everybody. So maybe you're looking for a loose console, guys, maybe for everyday use, or maybe you just have an empty box and you want to complete that console, then look at this selection. We have loose consoles everywhere at Doorway to Dorkness. The shelves were absolutely rammed with them. And if all that retro video game goodness wasn't enough, there is an abundance of action figures, board games, and all sorts of collectible things which litter this area of the store. These cabinets were absolutely full with some really old vintage things, absolutely crazy. So if this is your thing and you're into this, then again, Doorway to Dorkness is definitely somewhere worth visiting. So we're going to kick these pickups off with some PSP games which I picked up on the day. The first one is a series, Metal Gear Solid, and this is the portable ops version for PSP. Now, I've never played this game. I do quite enjoy the Metal Gear Solid games. I obviously have played the PS1, I have it on the shelf, the PS2 ones, PS3, PS4, etc. But I don't know much about this, but for $3.99, the game's complete, and it's in fantastic condition, as are the majority of the games down at Doorway to Dorkness. So I'm really looking forward to giving this one a go and adding it to the PSP collection. And next up on the list is the Midway Arcade Treasures Extended Play. And again, I picked this up. It was only $2.99, again complete and everything. And basically, you've got games like Mortal Kombat 1, 2 and 3 on here. You've got Gauntlet on here, Rampage. Some of these games I used to play on the Commodore 64. And I've got them on other systems. You've got Defender, Paperboy. Who remembers Paperboy? That was amazing, wasn't it? 720, which was a fantastic skateboarding game, which I used to play a lot of that on the Commodore 64. We've got Spy Hunter on here, we've got Tubin on here, Marble Madness on here. So to have this on the PSP so I can play portable, you know, can't go wrong with that, to be honest. And lastly, I picked up Wipeout Pure. Now, I'm a massive Wipeout fan. Love the series, absolutely love it. I actually purchased this last time I went to, well, in the last video which I did actually, back in April. But do you think I can find this game anywhere? I don't know what I've done with it. I ain't got a clue where it is. So basically I picked this up again, $2.99 complete. So yeah, I'm again really happy because obviously Wipeout is a series which I kind of holds a lot of nostalgia for me. And I love it. I love the soundtrack as well. All that dance music and stuff like that, which is on these games, is absolutely incredible. So yeah, that's going to also go pride of place in the PSP collection. Okay, so moving on to some Dreamcast games. Now, I picked up two. We've got this one here, which is F355 Challenge. It's basically a Sega arcade racing game. Now, I mean, I'm a massive fan of arcade races. I love Daytona, I love Sega Rally, I love all the Sega kind of arcade racing games. I also love things like Ridge Racer and all that sort of stuff. Now, this one was relatively cheap. I think I paid about $6.99 for this. It's a nice clean box, etc. And yeah, it's fully complete as well. So again, really happy to pick this up. Again, my Dreamcast collection isn't exactly massive, but yeah, I mean, you know, it's going to slot in there nicely, and I'm definitely going to be giving this one a go. So looking forward to this. It's also licensed by Ferrari, so you know, it's going to look good as well, isn't it? So the next one I picked up was Choo Choo Rocket. Now, there's a reason behind picking this up actually. I've actually got this game, but this was $3.99, and I picked it up purely because I want the case. And now, I mean, if any of you guys know Dreamcast and Dreamcast games, these cases are probably some of the worst CD cases for breaking. Like, they're so easily breakable. I know the PS1 ones are pretty bad, but these ones, you know, they're always broken. Like, the hinges are always broken on these things. So I saw this, $3.99, and I thought, you know what? I don't actually mind paying £4 for a nice Dreamcast case so I can recase another game of mine which I want, which has got a broken case. So that's basically why I picked this up. So yeah, you know, $3.99, perfect, why not? So this next one is another strange one actually. I picked this up because it was $2.99, and there's a reason again behind picking this one up. Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Mega Drive. Now you're probably all thinking, what? Have you not got Sonic the Hedgehog? That's like probably one of the first games anybody who has a Mega Drive gets in their collection, right? Well, you'd be right. I do have Sonic the Hedgehog in my collection. So why have I got this? Well, for the same reason as the Dreamcast, I want a Mega Drive case. So basically, for $2.99, you can't go wrong. I mean, it's even got the hanging tab on it. So, I mean, you know, like, it's a no-brainer. I picked this up, and I picked this up purely because I want to recase this game here, which is Spider-Man X-Men Arcade's Revenge, which I have, which I don't have a case for. So basically, that is going to go into that, and Sonic and its sleeve will probably just get moved on to somebody who would like it. Okay, so we're moving on to PS3 now. Just a couple of games to pick up here. The first one is a franchise again, which I really, really like. I spoke about it when we were talking about the Ferrari Dreamcast game, and that is Ridge Racer 7 on the PlayStation 3. Again, it's something which really I should have had in my collection a long time ago, and I haven't. And it's purely because actually, whenever I try and find this game, somewhere like CEX, etc., it's just really tatty. Like, it's never in a decent condition at all. And I saw this, and it's $3.99, and it's fully complete, has the manual and stuff like that in there, which is absolutely excellent, because obviously some PS3 games don't come with manuals. It just seems to be a rarity in games these days anyway. You know, as the generations have gone along, you've basically got less and less stuff in the box. So then this one is a Prince of Persia. And again, I don't know, like Prince of Persia games, I'm kind of drawn to this sort of stuff. I think because I played Prince of Persia way back when I was younger, but I actually really like the cel-shaded type graphics, the animation, the art style in this game looks really, really good. Now, I haven't played this, but again, I like the series of Prince of Persia games, so I thought, again, $1.99, why not? I mean, I'll give it a go, see what it's like. It looks beautiful from the back of the box anyway. There you go. And yeah, you are the light. Am I the light? Oh, no fight without pain, no hope without sacrifices. Well, anyway, I'm going to give that a go, and it's going to sit pride of place again in my PS3 collection. Okay, so next up we have a Sega Master System game. Now, I could have really done these in order of, like, I don't know, years of consoles. I didn't really think of that. I'm just taking them randomly off the pile. But anyway, I saw this, and again, I mean, it's not an amazing game or anything like that, but it is just Tom and Jerry, the movie, on the Sega Master System. Again, it's complete. We got it for $8.99, and it's, you know, again, in decent condition. But, you know, it's Tom and Jerry, and I grew up watching Tom and Jerry, and I love Tom and Jerry, so, you know, what can I say? I'm now going to play Tom and Jerry on the Master System. Okay, so next up we have an original Xbox game. Now, I have no idea about this game, don't know what it is. Now, usually when I buy games, it's there's some sort of nostalgia behind there, whether it's something I owned when I was young, whether I played it at my friends or family's house or something like that, or whether it's a series, which I enjoy because I like to collect series of games. All I know is that it's made by Rare, and I used to be quite a big fan of the Rare games on the N64. It's from the creators of Donkey Kong Country and Banjo-Kazooie, so I thought, do you know what, I'm going to take a punt, I'm going to pick this up and give it a go. And it is Grabbed by the Ghoulies, okay, on the original Xbox. Now, it was $8.99 complete, in absolutely fantastic condition, it really is. It looks pretty much brand new, if I'm honest. Yeah, I have no idea about this game. It says, a laugh in the face of danger. I might be crying in the face of danger after I've played this, I don't know. Grabbed by the Ghoulies? I don't know. Anyway, leave me a comment below if you have played this, whether it's worth it or not, but I am looking forward to giving this a go. So, original OG Xbox, which I've, as I said, really recently started collecting for. Yeah, proper happy with that, actually. I think this could be like a little bit of a hidden gem. I don't know. We'll see. Moving on to some Xbox 360 games. Hot off the tail of the old Rare Grabbed by the Ghoulies game there, we have Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts on the 360. Now, as I said, I just kind of said that I was a massive fan of the Rare games on the N64. Banjo-Kazooie in particular, thought it was a really good game, really enjoyed playing that. Still do, actually, if I pop that in the N64 and give it a go. Never played this one before, but obviously it's a series of games which I like. It's $5.99, again, game complete, really, really good condition. So basically, going to give this one a go. Build an adventure of mechanical mayhem. I mean, it's a Banjo-Kazooie game, right? So it's going to be good. Surely, well, I mean, I say good. I don't know. I mean, some people might hate it, but you know what? I don't care here. I like Banjo-Kazooie. I'm glad it's here. I'm glad I've got it. I'm glad it's in my collection. And I'm glad I'm going to give it a go. So we've also got, for the Xbox 360, Ninja Gaiden 3. Again, Ninja Gaiden series. I really like the Ninja Gaiden series. I've liked it ever since I played Ninja Gaiden on the Atari Lynx, believe it or not. So, I mean, it's an 18 rated as well. So for all of you kids which might be watching this, no, this ain't for you until you're 18. But, you know, when you get there, give it a go. If you've got an Xbox 360, Ninja Gaiden, it's pretty cool running around as a ninja. At the crossroads of death and valor, the only certainty is bloodshed and the fight to survive. Now, if that doesn't get you pumped to play a game, I don't know what does. So then, moving on, we have Project Gotham Racer 3. I have 1 and 2 for the original Xbox, I believe. Again, this was kind of a really big racing game back in the day for the Xbox 360. On 99 complete in superb condition again. So, you know, I don't have it in the collection. I don't really have a lot of Xbox games, whether it's OG, 360, Xbox One or whatever. So in terms of game pickups, we're now down to the last system which I've bought for. And that is going to be the PlayStation 2. So the first game which I've picked up, again in really good condition, is Gun. $1.99. I've heard really good things about this game. Again, I've never played it, but I'm going off of the back of recommendations on this one. It's an 18 rated game. Experienced the brutality, greed and lust that was the West. So I'm taking it, it's like a Wild West kind of thing, maybe like a Red Dead Redemption, I don't really know. But I mean, it's something which I've been looking for a while, but again, when I've been going into places like CEX, etc., the copies, either missing manuals or the covers look, you know, really tatty. So I've never picked up Gun, and to see this in really good condition in Doorway to Dorkness, I thought I wasn't going to let up, I wasn't going to pass it by. So I've picked this up. So again, if you have played this game, guys, let me know in the comments below whether it was a hit or a miss. $1.99. I mean, come on, you can't even buy a Happy Meal for that, and we got a PlayStation 2 game. I mean, no brainer, right? So moving on, we have Intellivision Lives, the history of video gaming. So this is basically a compilation, over 60 Intellivision games included in this box on the disc. You know, old games from the 80s, basically reliving the 80s. So I really like these kind of old games. I like these compilation packs, like the Midway Arcade Treasures I've got on PS2, the Capcom collection, and all that sort of stuff. I really do like getting my teeth into these. It's an easy way of playing some really old retro games when you don't have the actual computers to set them up on. So I'm looking forward to giving that a go. And again, it was 99 pence. So, you know, again, you can't go wrong with that for the collection. The next game is a series, again, which I used to play with my mates. It was really cool. It's by Rockstar, so the guys which bought us Grand Theft Auto, etc. I've got the first one, and now I've got the second one, which is Smuggler's Run 2, Hostile Territory, 99p complete. Again, superb condition, and another game actually which I've been looking for because I used to play the first one so much. I don't think I ever actually played this one. Every time I've looked for this, can't find a decent copy. You know, it's always tatty. But basically, Smuggler's Run 2, Hostile Territory. Again, a really, you know, a good series. I like the first one, so I'm looking forward to giving this a go. Smuggler's Run, the ultimate off-road driving adventure, returns to the PlayStation 2. Work for an elite band of smugglers delivering contraband, escaping the authorities, and attacking rivals in the most volatile war zones on Earth. Basically, just sounds like, you know, when you're a young kid, you want to be in an action movie. Smuggling drugs. There we go. Next one is, again, like the genre of this I absolutely love. I love shoot 'em ups, and this is a shoot 'em up or a shmup, as a lot of people call them. But the PlayStation 2 version of Gunbird Special Edition, basically, it's a shoot 'em up, top-down shoot 'em up. Really like these sort of games. I can spend hours on shoot 'em ups, I really can, and I've got quite a lot across all my systems. But Gunbird, again, I've heard very good things about this, and yeah, I'm looking forward to giving it a go. It looks particularly good on the back. Don't know whether you can see that, but yeah, I mean, you know, who doesn't like a shoot 'em up, right? Just go around and blow stuff up. It's great. So lastly, that takes us on to Predator Concrete Jungle. Now this is a game I've never played before. I do like the Predator series though. I've got Predator 2 on the Master System. Again, I used to play Predator on the Commodore 64. I love the movies. I also love the Alien movies and how they kind of intertwined the two franchises together. But Predator Concrete Jungle, I mean, it says the city is your hunting ground, so you know you get to play as the Predator. It sounds really fun. It looks really good, so I'm definitely going to be giving this a go and kicking some ass as a Predator around, I guess, somewhere in America, I suppose. Okay, so the very last thing which I picked up was like a very last second impulse buy, and it was just basically a conversation I quickly had with James at the cash desk when I was purchasing those games. And I have a Crystal Xbox, an OG Crystal Xbox, which has something wrong with the DV drive. And I asked him if he fixes or would be able to fix it. Now obviously he does do repairs at the shop as well as selling all this retro stuff. But his advice to me really was, he literally just said, look, I would just get a cheap old OG Xbox which works and just use it as a donor. Literally just swap out the case, just take the black case off, you know, take the inside out and put it in your Crystal Xbox. So I asked him if he had any in stock, and he said, yeah, I've got one here. I said, how much do you want for it? And he basically gave me this Xbox, original OG Xbox, for £10. Okay, so that's it from me, guys. You've seen all the pickups, you've seen what I've purchased. Feel free to leave me some comments below. Let me know what you thought of them, if there was any, you know, hits or misses in there. But yeah, I mean, as I said before, if you haven't been there, get yourself down. It is in Doncaster. It has been relocated, and as you've seen from the footage earlier on, the store is absolutely full to the brim with stock, although James is always looking for more stock. He's never happy unless those shelves are basically double deep. So until next time, guys, peace out. Thanks for being here. If you haven't subscribed, drop me a cheeky sub now. Make sure you like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.